Please. Yeah. Let's go. Ooh, this one's kind of a hook left to right. It is kind of a straight line from the tee box to the basket, but you've got to play some kind of left to right shot. What's funny about this one is that the tee box is faced about there, about at that angle, while the basket is all the way over there. So I think they made the tee box purposely like that to screw with you. But yeah, there's kind of two options on this one. I mean, I think the play really is like a beefy forehand if you got it, but I don't know if I have it today. So I'm gonna play a turnover backhand. It's a little downwind, and I don't really have a super flippy disc right now, so I think the turnover backhand play is gonna be a little tricky. I'm really gonna have to give it the height. I think I'm gonna throw my kind of lightweight 169 trespass. This thing's pretty flippy. I think even though it's flippy and everything, I think being a little tired, a little noodly armed, and it being a little downwind, I think I'm really gonna have to start this on. Like a pretty hard hyzer and get it pretty high to actually get it to swing all the way over right. So we'll see. That was actually pretty good. That might be my best throw of the day. I might have gotten it parked or all the way up there, or at least a look. That was pretty good. I kind of figured this would be the case. These branches overhanging it must have smacked it down before it really got parked. Gave myself another 40 footer, another 45 footer. At least this one's for bird, but I've only made one of these today. The rest of it felt pretty good. So I think I'm taking a little too long on my warm-up routine. I think I should just step up and kind of smack it in, all right? It's gonna be a quick one. After the Texas flip, of course. Can't forget that. Man, that first one couldn't have been any closer. Spit out right, and then my second one, of course, just cash money puts perfect. So the putting's feeling good at least, just not draining them like I'd hope. Man, this hole is deceptively difficult. It's a par 4, says it's 686, so you'd think it'd just be, you know, a good pump up there and then a good another pump to the basket, but I always seem to turn it over right into the scrub on the right, and if you're in that scrub on the right, man, there's just no shot at making your birdie. So I'm gonna play something. I think maybe my problem is I always underestimate just how into the wind this hole usually is, and I can definitely feel the wind into me on this hole. So I'm gonna play my slightly beefy destroyer, just chuck it up the right and try and see if I can finish a little bit more left than normal to give myself that nice swinging backhand coming in for the 300-foot shot, maybe in for the bird look. Man, I always seem to underestimate the wind on this one. I even did it here, and I threw him an overstable disc. At least I didn't end up fully in the scrub there, so maybe I'll have a chance to swing it in, but I'm still gonna have a good 400 in, probably. I don't know if I'll be able to reach from there, we'll see. Oh, yeah, I'm a good 425 maybe. I don't think I can quite reach. Maybe if it was no wind or downwind, maybe I could, but straight into the teeth, I don't think so. But so I think really the smart play would be to pitch a forehand up there and just take me up and down. But you know what? I'm going big or going home, baby. I'm giving it the beans on the backhand, see if I can get it all the way there. It's about what I expected. Gonna have 250 in probably. Easy up and down. Got maybe like 250 in. Should be a fairly straightforward pumped forehand. I might be a little obstructed on these bushes, but I can probably just punch it right through the leaves. We'll see. Okay, I'm more obstructed than I thought it was. I went for it. Not gonna happen though. Man, this hole is turning into a bogey real quick. Continuing the theme of this round being sloppy, sloppy, sloppy. Got maybe like 200 in. Gonna throw my flat top evader. Just swinging it around that tree. Should be an easy up and down. Yikes. Big yikes. Big yikes. This might be one of the worst rounds. This might be one of the worst scoring rounds I've had in a while. Woo, this has been one of the messiest holes I've played in a long time. Turned into a double bogey real quick. Potentially, I've got this for the bogey putt. I got this for a 5 look. Probably 50 feet, 55. If there's anyone to drain, it's this one, baby. I think if I don't make this one, my chances of going under par this round are probably, even though the last bunch of holes are pretty scoreable, are probably out the window. Please. Yeah. Let's go. Anytime to drill a big one, it's right there, baby. Let's go. Woo, baby, we made a sick bogey putt, I guess. It's pretty sad saying sick bogey putt, but it was a sick putt. I needed that one to have any chance to go under par. The last 2 holes are scoreable, 3 holes are scoreable, but this one isn't really, especially right into the wind. It's 430, 422 it says, but it really plays more like probably 450 into this wind, so it's just pump it as hard as I can, right hand, backhand up that right side, and just give myself a nice easy up and down for the par. Oh, I'm doing that thing I do when I'm really tired where I don't get my left arm tucked in properly on the spin and I just start to get it flying about. But it pushed through, it was a little high, pushed through the trees. I've maybe got 200 something in. I've got a bit longer in than I thought, maybe like 210, 220, just over 200 or so. Normally I'd pitch the anvil, but because we're straight into the teeth, I think I kind of want to disc up a little bit, and if I end up a little bit long, I end up a little bit long, so I'm throwing the evader. Just gonna try and throw a little baby Annie flex in there. It's a really low ceiling. That was lazy. This is a survival round, man. Real test of the patience. Man, if I'm gonna have any, it's kind of like the last hole, man. If I get any more shots over par, I think shooting even or under par is gonna be pretty tough. So I really gotta make this one, and it's just yet another 50 footer, 55 footer or so. I've hit a couple of these, and all the ones I haven't felt good, so let's give it a run. No excuse to leave this one short. So close. Oh, that putt felt so good. You know what, it's one of those days where, like, even if the disc isn't going exactly where I want it to, the putter's feeling great, you know. That was a nice committed putt. Normally I'm dinking those off the lower tray if I miss. So the fact that I dead centered that one just maybe an inch high, I'll take it. So this one says 227. I really think it's a little bit shorter than that. It's kind of a dealer's choice when it's this short and you got this big of a gap, kind of backhand, forehand. With the low ceiling, I kind of like the drive in the forehand in there and, you know, letting it skip if it needs to. I feel like there's so much more likely if I throw the backhand that it rises up a little too much and then it clips one of those low hanging branches. So yeah, I'm gonna take the evader, just drive it in there. And honestly, I'm pretty much just aiming at that left tree. If I end up a little left of it, fine. If I end up a little right of it, it's all right too. It's a little right, but that's fine. All right, I probably got 20, 25 feet just right of the basket, slightly downhill. I desperately need this one. It's been how many holes since I've got a birdie, man? It's been way too many, and way too many bogeys in between then and now, so this shot's needed. Felt good out of the hand, just kind of lazy. Just never really fully committed to that one. Still felt good out of the hand though, man. Everything's feeling good today. And like I said, baby, just out here having fun. Nowhere else I'd rather be than sweat my ass out here on the disc golf course right now. Let me tell you what, I'm a psycho. Sure as hell beats editing all this nonsense, let me tell you that much. All right, I'm pretty sure this is the last hole. I know it's only hole 17, but they took the basket out of hole 18 like a year ago, 9 months ago, something like that. I think when they were doing construction or some renovation on like the water park, like the county water park that they have right there. It's like a rec center and they have like a water park thing. There's 2 reasons why they took out the basket. I'm not really sure which one. One, they took it out so that they could like leave room for work trucks to like bring materials in, and they don't have to worry about, you know, with the basket being in the way and everything, and they just forgot to put the basket back. Or two, I think more likely is they just completely removed it, and that's not really technically a hole anymore because it backs up just close enough to the fence of the water park that like it would be a pretty ridiculous throw to get it over that fence and into the water park, but it's not totally inconceivable. And I guess maybe they're just trying to avoid that, any liability for that. I mean, there's a walking path there too that kind of runs right behind the basket, but in between the basket and the fence of the water park. But you know, there's plenty of other spots on this course where you throw over the path, so I don't really think that's the issue. I think it's probably just permanently gone because they just determined it's too close to the water park for whatever reason, and they don't want to have to deal with, probably not even so much people getting hit, just they don't want to have to deal with people wanting to get in there to get their disc back, or asking the lifeguards to like toss their disc back over or something like that. So, which kind of stinks. It was a nice finishing hole. It was a demanding shot, but it was very birdieable. That's all right. Still a good course. I'm gonna throw my Ballista Pro. This is definitely way too much disc for this throw, but you know what? I'm throwing it kind of short right now. I'm a little bit noodle armed, definitely more than a little bit tired. Sweating buckets out here. So another one of those shots where, you know what? If I go long, I go long, and good for me. I'm the Hulk. I'll cross that bridge whenever it comes. I threw that way inside, missed my line by 50, 60 feet, entirely missed the gap I was going for, but I kind of skipped up there, and I might have a sneaky uphill 40, 50 footer. Maybe I can finish with a bird. Who knows? Maybe I can get away with one here. There's that water park I was talking about. So I probably got maybe 70 feet, 60 feet, 60 feet, 65. It's makeable, it's runnable, it's uphill, so I can give it a full run. This would be a cool one to end on. Oh, it's a pump of a putt up that hill. I kind of pulled it, just try to juice it up there. And that's all she wrote, folks.